After fire, flood, disease, ash, and moving lands, they reached yet another edge of the ancient world.
They did not understand continents or time, only that the land had brought them here and taken much away.
The young had bones shaped by disaster, but eyes that still searched for opportunity.
Along this narrow band of water and food, giants that had never shared space were pushed together.
Age had not taken its hunger, only some of its speed. Those who had grown up in an age of constant danger did not need elders to name a threat.
Smaller hunters learned to move around giants like waves around rock. Some bodies answered threat with patience and armor. Their strength was in existing like moving walls.
Even here, life layered itself from the water up to the highest backs.
For a moment, the air above this new sea seemed generous again. Old rivalries followed them into every new landscape.
Two survivors of many storms met again, this time on shifting sand instead of forest or plain. Even those too small to join the fight felt its outcome ripple through their chances to live.
There were no winners here, only those who stayed standing.
The old hunter would keep moving as long as its limbs obeyed.
The world did not pause after these contests. It simply folded them into the next hour.
Beyond this new shore, the air itself was changing again. Every body here carried old catastrophes in its design.
Their minds held no words for what had changed, but their bodies shifted constantly, seeking new rhythms.
Even under strange stars, their needs remained simple.
Each night wrote lines in the sand that morning waves would unwrite.
In quiet moments like this, predator and prey patterns softened. Not all arrivals came from the sky or sea. Some walked in from other hidden lands. Their bodies carried different answers to the same old problems. To the small hunters, conflict among giants meant only opportunity. Sometimes, the cost of fighting was more than even armored bodies could afford. The old hunter weighted exhaustion, injury. Above the calm of this brief truce, the air gathered new weight. The water that had given them this narrow refuge began to change its mood. Instinct pushed them higher, without explaining why. Even those without legs or wings felt the shift in pressure. Once again, the ones in the air became the first to see the full shape of the threat. Age had taught even the fiercest hunter when to brace instead of chase. This was not the end of their age, only another of the planet's violent moods. Walls of flesh formed where stone walls ended.
It had never seen this exact storm before, but its bones recognized the pattern.
For a while, the difference between land and sea blurred.
planet kept erasing and rewriting the stage beneath them.
The ancient world rarely destroyed everything at once. It preferred to leave enough survivors to face the next trial.
The same place had become a slightly different world in a single storm.
For some, disaster was simply another feeding time. They hunted in the edges left by bigger forces.
The storm had not ended old hungers. It had only rearranged where they would be answered.
In the wake of violence from sky and sea, land-based violence resumed its old negotiations.
Every choice in this age was between different risks. In the days after storms and clashes, territories redrew themselves silently. It learned to move where old forms of its kind would have fallen.
Every muscle remembered what earlier disasters had demanded.
This was only one coastline among many on an ancient planet that refused to hold still.
The past and the future of flight on this world sat shoulder to shoulder without knowing it.
The world was still changing beneath them and above them. On this prehistoric planet, every hard-won place was only borrowed.